If Respondus Monitor has been added to an exam, an instructor can view the recordings of their students' activities for the duration of that exam. But who has time to watch hours upon hours of videos? Well, here's the beauty of Respondus Monitor. It has an automated video analysis feature that flags suspicious behavior during an exam. For example, if a student is no longer detected on the webcam, also known as missing from frame, or if a person appears in view, or even when the internet has been interrupted, the video will get flagged. So you can quickly navigate to areas requiring your attention rather than having to sit and watch through upwards of 30-40 minutes of video for each student. So let's take a look. To access your recordings, down under Course Tools, you'll go to Respondus Lockdown Browser, and you'll go right to the test that you've administered. And in the Settings menu, you'll click on Class Results. So here, you'll see a snapshot of each student that is submitting an exam. And you'll notice it's got a review priority, the date submitted, score, how long it took them to take the test, and whether it's been reviewed. You'll notice it's actually populated by the priority. So if it was the highest priority, it'll say high here, and it'll be more red and yellow. And so that kind of brings your attention to the ones that need to be reviewed. The reviewed priority, how is this determined? Well, it kind of looks at a couple different things. One, it looks at the webcam video, obviously. Then it looks at the network that's being used, so like internet disruptions and things. And it also will kind of analyze the student's interaction with the assessment itself, whether, they tried to click away or, they moved the webcam, stuff like that. All right, so let's kind of go into each one of these. So if I really want to look into the video, I can expand this by clicking on the plus sign. And you'll notice again, here's kind of an overview that basically shows me how many flags, and you'll notice this facial detection here. And what that does is the facial detection looks to see if the student is in frame and if, you can see the student's face. So if there's things like poor lighting, or maybe the student's head is way down here at the bottom, it's going to have a lower facial detection. So this 78%, that's pretty good. That means I'm in frame for the most part. But you will see there is a flag that needs my attention. And this flag says I'm missing from frame. And when I was recording this, I literally walked away from the webcam for about, 10 seconds. And that triggered a flag. One thing you can do is you can click right on this time, and you'll notice it jumps right to this red section. Again, technology is not quite on my side right now. My computer's running a little bit slow, but when you click on that flag, it'll jump right to it in the timeline, and you'll be able to see the preview right here. Most of the flags will be poor facial detection. I've also seen a lot of internet interruptions, and you may see that quite a lot for some of those students who are in rural areas. And so that brings up a good point that flags aren't always an indication of cheating. It could be internet issues. It could be the student has really poor lighting, and so the face can't be detected. Or maybe the student bumped their webcam during the middle of an exam and only half of their face can be screened. But that's why it's important to just kind of go in and check each one of these flags just to be reassured that the student is being honest. Most of the time, your priorities are going to be low, and most of the time they're just kind of innocent mistakes. So no tool is perfect. Nor can it really eliminate cheating entirely. And so that's one of the reasons why, we often encourage instructors not to rely solely on, Blackboard multiple choice tests and things like that. So always consider having a variety of assessments. Students can write essays or record videos, presentations, or even submit portfolios. There's a lot of ideas for authentic assessments on our CTE website. All right, so that was my plug for using authentic and alternative assessments. So back to Respondus. So for each one of these students, you'll get the overview, a series of flags, and if you want to, you can go in and be like, well, that's not the student's ID. You can look at their environment check. So you can go each one of these thumbnails and kind of just click around and look. So if I've gone in and reviewed that, I can always check that. So that's kind of an indication for me that says, all right, yeah, I've reviewed that. I can move on and so forth. All right. So if you have any further questions about Respondus Monitor or want to dig in a little bit deeper, remember you can always reach out to CTE with questions, and we'll be glad to help. Thanks for watching.